make to order. So what is it? It's really just a link for those of you that do manufacturing or assembly. It's a link from sales order entry in your Sage system to work ticket entry in production management. It's used for companies that tend to do what we have heard referred to as like a produce to demand. You're going to go ahead and you need to create these items or assemble these items based on the demand, which is the sales orders then. So right from creating a sales order, you're going to want to go ahead and create that work ticket. People who are doing assembly or manufacturing items, and basically tying into that previous point there, it's if you're going to build to the demand of your sales orders. You don't want to have to leave one screen to go into another to launch that. Right from your sales order entry screen, you can go ahead and launch this. There's quite a bit of options as far as how that can be set up. It's extremely flexible.
Now, the first thing you would need to do is if I go into inventory management here in item maintenance, let's just pull up my first item. Say OK here. So the first thing is procurement. There's now a make to order. It's there. So the item itself has to be set as a make to order item. And really we say make to order, it's really make for an order, make for a sales order. So this is where you make sure your items that you want to have the ability for this is tied to it based on item maintenance here, make to order. So that's the first thing. The second thing is now in sales order, under sales order options, you'll see here there's work ticket integration. So this is tying back to our solution here now, where you have your integration method. I have mine set that you'll see here in a minute as prompt. So it's going to prompt me to generate the work ticket. You can disable it so it doesn't do anything. It can automatically do it. So it's not going to ask me anything. It's just if an item is set for generate work ticket, then it automatically creates the work ticket. I don't have to do anything else. Or prompt, as I mentioned, it's going to ask me, create the work ticket, or manual, where there's a button you could then click when you did want to actually create the work ticket. You can have it set to copy from bill of materials. So instead of having to go into the work ticket, when you select that, you can have it set to bill of materials or template. So when it automatically creates that, it automatically goes and grabs that. And then your default work ticket class is a setup option here. Status, I have mine set to released. This was a drawback to work order. We had a solution for this to automatically release a work order. Now with production management, you can automatically have the status be released, so you can actually do things against it. And then it can be set to automatically open up the work ticket after you create it. So you don't have to have it set. If you have it unchecked, then creates the work ticket, just doesn't pull it up on my screen. So this is some of the settings here. And again, this is under sales order options. Now let's go in and actually create a sales order and have it generate a work ticket for me. So we'll grab a new sales order. Let's just grab Carter's Computers here. All right, so we have our customer creating a sales order just as we always would. I'm going to go ahead and pull up an item here, and I am going to use, where is it? My desktop computer system. So I'm going to select this item here, and I'm going to say I need to order 50 of these. I don't have enough in stock, which is fine. We know that because we're going to be making these. Say OK, go through. By the way, this is where you could generate the work ticket if you did this manually, but I'm going to go ahead and tab through. I have options set for this item. So let's go ahead and grab our ridiculously dated examples here that Sage has. Eventually, we're going to run into situations where people have no idea what these things even are. So let me just go ahead and select all these. All right. So that's based on the options that are set. Now, over on another screen, let me pull this over. It pops up and asks me, do you want to create a work ticket for this item? So I'd say, yes, I do. At this point now, it's going to create the work ticket and pull it up for me. So this is where that option, if I had that set to not automatically launch or open it, it wouldn't do that. At this point, it would just go ahead and I can close out the sales order and be done, but the work ticket was generated. So you can see all my information populated because we copied from the bill of materials when we generated this. And if you notice here, it also automatically references that sales order. So here's the sales order we're doing. Automatically references that. The sales order isn't officially closed yet. Once you actually accept the sales order, then the customer number also populates. But this is our work ticket. Again, automatically generated right from sales order. Hit accept. Over here, you can see now on this line, I'm back in the sales order now. So this is the sales order here. We're referencing the work ticket number here as well already. So go ahead and accept. And now it's been created.